Williams, Talk That Ish. As y'all know, I am Monet.
Namia.
And so today, you know, we're going to continue with Black History Month, but today is special to me and her. We're going to talk about women.
Okay. Black women.
Black women. As y'all know, the first week of Black History Month, we did the men. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we are women, so this is...
You know, we just...
So I just want to give us some props real quick, because let me tell you, this girl right here, she is in school, she works, she is handling her business. So, no, seriously, listen, she is my role model when it comes to like just regular girls, you know what I'm saying? Because she does so much, and I'm so proud of her.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, and we started our own business.
Yes!
So, it's like, oh my God, Black millennial women.
We're a business.
You know, so... We're going to be first in our families to be millionaires. I already manifested it. So.
I'm the first in my family to have a business, I think.
So.
So this is amazing. Who are you starting off with today?
So my person is not an inventor that I'm starting off with, but my favorite Pisces, Rihanna. I love her. I love her so much. Like not even like musically or nothing like that. It's like a whole vibe. Like I feel like I would just get high and vibe with her. But her Savage Fenty line is now valued at $1 billion.
Right.
So I was like, she's a millennial. Right. She's black. She a woman. Right. Baby. And I was real happy. I have Savage Fenty underwear, and I can say it gave me a lot more coverage.
Then Victoria.
And I'm sorry, Vicky, it's no shade because you was here with the girls. You was here with the girls, but you know the fabric is softer and more gentler on the end. So you know you got to give a shout out to her because that shit is amazing.
Yes. As y'all know, I kind of kept it old school, but it's one of my favorite women in history to talk about. I don't know why. I feel like a connection to her because her last name is my family's last name. Wilma Rudolph. If y'all don't know who she is a world record holding Olympic champion. She was in track and field. She won the 100 meter, 200 meter dash, and the relay race. And I believe in the 1960 Summer Olympics. And she was the first woman to win three gold medals in one Olympics.
Okay, sis.
And she was also acclaimed to be the fastest woman in 1960.
Okay, sis.
All right.
And as y'all see now, we still like really dominating all of this.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So my next person is also not like an inventor or anything, but her name is Rosaline Brewer. She was just announced to be a Starbucks CEO, a black woman. I'm saying. So she is now the only black woman leading a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Rosaline.
That's something to talk about.
Okay. For real. So congratulations to her because you're making major movements out here, girl.
Go to be named the CEO of a company that you didn't start.
Right. Starbucks.
Exactly. Starbucks had that because we know Starbucks has...
Don't play Don't play with the Starbucks, baby.
So... And I'm back on to an athlete. Not gonna lie, her name is Althea Gibson. She was a tennis player and a professional golfer. And she was one of the first black athletes to cross the color line of international tennis. And in 1956, she became the first African American, not just woman, African American, to win the Grand Slam title at the French Championships. So that's a big accomplishment.
Damn sure is.
And then the following year, she wound up winning Wimbledon, however you say it, and the U.S. Nationals, and again in 1958. So
dominating easily.
And Serena Williams and Venus Williams' former coach even said that they couldn't even beat her.
Wow, I know Serena.
Right, y'all know that they. But he was awesome. She was the greatest tennis player ever, and not even them could beat her.
Woo! And Serena is like the greatest of ours. So.
Right, of ours time. So imagine that.
Woo, girl. I be so proud of y'all black women.
Honestly.
So another one I saw, not an inventor, but a shout out. These two women, Jessica Myers and Donovan Reed, if I pronounce your name wrong, I do apologize. They were college roommates, and they both had goals of being in the real estate and owning hotels. So they just bought their first Home 2 Suites hotel in El Reno, Oklahoma for $8.2 million. And they're both millennial women who worked their way up from the bottom and went right back to the top. Okay?
I like that.
So I am very proud of y'all. That's a big accomplishment.
Yes.
You know, owning property and then taking over the Hilton. You know what I mean?
That's different.
So congratulations, y'all.
Yes.
I believe they're like in their 30s, like 33-ish kind of area. So millennial, black, and woman. Oh,
I'm with that.
right?
As I know, I keep it old. I have a few like newer school, but I keep it old. So Mary Mahoney, she was the first black licensed nurse in the United States, at least. She couldn't work in a hospital, so she worked as a private nurse, which sucks because they didn't like us back then at that time.
Right.
She later co-founded the National Association of Colored Graduate Nurses.
Okay.
Listen, being a nurse was something that I dreamed of doing when I was younger, before I got into, acting and wanted to be a star. So just to hear about the first black nurse is just amazing. It's cool. Because we wasn't able to do certain things back then.
A lot of things we weren't able to do. And even if they gave you like the degree, nobody will hire you because you're a Negro. So.
Right. Oh, one more thing. And she was the first woman registered to vote in Boston.
Oh. Okay.
Not black woman.
Right.
I have to emphasize on things like that because you're so used to hearing, the first black woman. No. No. She was the first woman, period. Okay?
Okay, so I'm going to take it a little old school too. So in the 1880s, a housekeeper named Ellen Elon invented a clothing ringing machine. So yeah, see how we hang out. Well, in the South. I'm from the South. So we got backyard, hang out, little thing up, let it air dry, whatever. So she got tired of wringing out clothes, hanging it up. Ain't nobody doing all that. So she invented this machine where the clothes would go on a crank, and they would go between two rollers, and as you crank it, it would wring out the clothes. So I was like, that's...
A woman invented that?
Yes! So what happened was she knew it wasn't going to sell to white women. So she sold the rights to a person for $18 because she said, I know that I'm a Negro and it's not going to sell to white women. So... And of course, that person got rich off her invention.
As always.
So, but I thought it was super cool because in the South,
to even know that.
Big with us were hanging our clothes out on a line kind of thing. I didn't stop doing that until I moved to New York. So.
No, that's amazing though. I never would have even thought because they hide our inventions and
and they know
our
that
success so well.
People, not everyone is gonna patent their ideas because they feel I'm a Negro and no one's gonna buy it. So a lot of black people got cut out their inventions, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly. This is a little closer to home, closer to now. It's not that old. Her name is Ayanna Howard. From artificial intelligence to robotics, applications that span from melting ice in Antarctica to the mission to Mars, she did it. For 12 years, she was a senior robotics researcher at NASA. And she also founded Xi Robotics, LLC, where she is the chief technology officer and they're working on developing personalized educational technologies that adjust the needs of children with differing abilities.
That's so cool.
I felt kind of personal to this one because I have a kid who he's smart as hell, but you can tell he learned differently from most other kids. So and the school system don't look at that. So to have someone who is developing something for that specific thing is amazing. Thank you, because we need that. Because you have kids who have been left back, who people thought had mental disabilities just because they learn differently, which is not the case.
Way more advanced,
right? And they be so much more advanced. My child was in kindergarten and he was able to speak Russian.
Right.
That's not normal. But it doesn't mean that he has a problem. He just learned different. He's more advanced and he learned different.
You know, they need a challenge.
So that was really dear to me.
Yeah, that's so dope. So heater. Now I like heat. I don't know if I could have survived in those days where y'all didn't have heat. Okay, and I'm not talking about no put your hand over no fire. Sitting
no, she mean actually.
I mean real heat. Like that stuff y'all was going through. I wouldn't have made it. And I'm letting it be known that I wouldn't have made it, okay? And I wasn't going to school, I wasn't going to work, I wasn't doing nothing because I can't move, there's no heat, so.
She dead ass, y'all don't even know.
I know I wouldn't have made it, so.
The people who've been to her house know what she's talking about.
So thank you, Alice H. Parker, because baby girl, I wouldn't have made it. Hot water, heating hot water. I wouldn't have made it. I'm letting you know now. I've been suffering in winter in New York. Suffering. Yeah, I go outside, I feel a little cold. Oh my God, I gotta get this gone. Like, it be too much going on for me in this cold weather. Okay? So, she designed the natural gas furnace. It was patented December 1919, and it helped birth the thermostat. So, thank you again, girl.
She's so
Thank you again. I appreciate you so very much.
She's so stupid.
I wouldn't have made it. I tell you. I ain't wearing no animal skin. I wouldn't have made it.
So, I have Miss Marley Diaz. She is a 16-year-old entrepreneur. She owns her own business. She founded the 1,000 Black Girls Books, which is a social media campaign to collect and donate children's books with Black girls as the protagonists. And she is also a published author of her own. And she was once, I believe at 13, she was the youngest person on Forbes 30 under 30 list.
Damn, girl! That's
Okay.
my cousin.
Okay, I thought that, because she's only 16 now, and I thought that was amazing.
Dope. No, that's dope.
And I love that she's trying to get that representation now, because there's not many books with Black girls that look like us.
Right.
Like,
or that's not overly exaggerated. Like,
yes.
Their nose is taking up their whole face, or like their lips is taking up their, like.
Exactly. It's like the representation that other cultures will put out about us isn't what it really be sometimes.
Yeah.
And, or it's what society would want, the not too kinky hair, the fair skin,
the mixed girl look.
Yeah, and no, we have Afro puffs. We have semi big noses.
I got baby hair.
Right, and not that take up our whole face.
Right.
We have nice sized lips. Show what we want to see. Even I forgot the woman's name though. She made a doll of a girl, like of a Black girl, and we need those things because even our Barbies had straight hair.
That's a fact. The only Barbie I think that had like hair that matched the person was my Brandy doll. And then, I mean,
but she had braids. Like,
you had to have the braids.
Right.
You never seen Brandy in no wig weave like that. So.
But when you look at the dolls that are made to represent us,
it
don't represent us.
It doesn't. It's true.
Like, it just don't.
It definitely doesn't.
So seeing things like this, I love. Yes, represent us.
OD.
The way that we actually look.
No, for real.
Put 2 braids in my hair. Like, do something.
For real.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, that some people didn't like the movie Soul, but I
didn't watch it.
I felt like it represented us because I watched it. Besides him changing into a soul, basically, the little key things I felt like they represented us.
From the clips, it seemed like it was dope though, like with the barbershop and
exactly.
stuff.
Like, even down to the cookie can that had the soul stuff in it. Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
Even down to that.
That's dope.
I was like, okay. I was like, they got it. Everybody looked different, but it showed all the features of that Black people can have.
Right.
Because not all Black people have a big nose or wide nose. Some of them have thick. My cousin has a tiny nose.
Have thick lips. Some people have small lips.
Yes.
But, you know.
And it showed that.
I would like it to show us not in a, making fun of us kind of way. Like. So.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's one thing I can say about that movie that I really liked. Representation of us. Yeah, keep on. That's the one.
So, 3D movies.
No. You lying.
So, Valerie Salvin, girl. She was a physicist and inventor and a NASA data analysis. She got her illusion transmitter patented in 1980, and that's how it came about of the great 3D movies. Because she started it up. Started up a lot of stuff. And they took her patent and they did whatever else they needed to add to it. And here are 3D illusions across the board. Shout out to you, girl.
I love 3D, 4D. So I love anything where it feels like I'm there.
No,
okay?
Girl. Like, should I get up and run? It's coming on the screen. But
nah, that's cool.
I said, nah. Black women are really dominating like the science field.
And no, seriously.
Y'all coming up. I see y'all. I'll be y'all. Do y'all.
Even back in the day now, it's just so much that we didn't know that women did.
Women, I'm telling you.
And black women at that. Like, who wouldn't be happy about that?
No,
I'm proud of us.
Oh, zebra.
Honestly. Do you have somebody else? Because that's all I have to do.
Oh, yeah.
You do?
The security system. A black woman. Marie Van Britton Brown, a full-time nurse who was from NY, and she was getting tired with crime in her neighborhood, so she was like, I'm making my own shit. And she said her shit had everything. It had cameras, it had a peephole, it had an alarm system that went directly to the police if anything happened to her. And she got patented in 1969. And she is why we have all these updated security systems, man.
When a black woman in history can get something patented, that's amazing, because a lot of women were not able to do,
especially black women. We were like at the bottom of the, it was like white men, white women, black men, black women.
Right.
So
like
it was like, you just fit everybody else in there with the blacks. Can
you believe? I forgot her name, but the woman who she made the sanitary belt.
Oh yes.
It didn't get patented though. They wouldn't let it. They wouldn't let it go.
And we needed that today because they be like, oh well, who was the first to make a sanitary pad? And then they get mad at us when we say, well, this person started this off and enhanced from this. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Things like rock and roll, black people invented that. Folk music, black people invented that. Bluegrass, black people invented that.
Most of our music stems from music that was invented by black people.
So
it just ventured off.
You feel me? So, you know, a lot of things that y'all so used to other cultures dominating now was invented by someone black or someone in the black diaspora. Mm-hmm. So, you know, y'all need to be thinking us more like y'all racist country music people. That was not y'all.
At all.
We just, not y'all. Y'all, how many songs can we say Elvis Presley stole from a black person? Y'all want to be giving the wrong people the props, and y'all just gotta cut it out. Like,
yeah. Nah, seriously, it is what it is. Cause we're great.
We are really bomb.com.
Like everything. It's just amazing. Like while doing this, these segments, researching things and just finding new things, and I guess like trying to remember what we've learned in like high school and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's cool, yo. I'm not gonna lie, I like doing it. Right. Because even finding out about people we didn't know.
Right. Or people who were in certain movements but didn't get like recognition or whatever the case may be. It's good to know about those people too, because they matter as well, and their inventions or whatever they did was just as important.
Like I specifically, when I was like researching stuff, I specifically went in looking for people that I never really heard of.
Me too.
Because we could talk about Rosa Parks, Marley, like we can do that, but we don't. Who don't know about them? Yeah. I found out something about Madam C.J. Walker while doing this, and I was kind of shocked. And it was kind of it's not a good thing. What I found out, she was working for a lady. Well, I don't know if other people know this. This is just something I didn't know. She was working for a lady. I forgot the lady's name, who had her own hair company, hair product company, and her and Madam C.J. Walker got into it, and and she went and used her formula and just put her. I didn't know that, and I'm not gonna lie, like I was I purposely didn't talk about the lady because I went to talk about her. I was like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to put that out there. But
I mean, you gotta shout it out. That is something I was gonna do separately on the page because I saw that on Instagram. I follow a designer. He's gonna be designing on my 30th birthday. Really.
Lord!
But anyway, he is a designer. His company is smaller than most designers. And then I follow this boutique. I actually all this month I've been wearing stuff from black owned businesses. But I wore a dress for our Valentine's Day Black Love episode. It was from this company called B Flyer, I believe.
Okay.
Now she is heavy into designs. She wear all the flyer stuff, but she got this little boutique where she gets stuff from vendors and things like that. But she had a piece that was from one of his collections that he designed for, I believe it was Ari Fletcher.
Okay.
So Ari's all over the internet. The girl, however, had posted it one day like, yes, Ari, you look so good. And then you saw the designer is tagged. He also reposted it, so all kind of stuff. You go to her page and you see that she has the cheap version of his dress. Now, most people are like, yeah, but you know, the people who can't afford that, like a $304 dress, deserve to wear it. No. Okay? Just because you are black does not mean I'm not going to hold you accountable for stealing from other black creators. You do not do that. Especially you, because you are into design. You know what's in the mix. She got $1,500 boots. You know what's in the mix. You know, you're not one of these little boutiques who maybe from the deep south who maybe don't know all top name brands or something like that. You knew.
Did she at least shout him out?
No, she did not. He only found out because we tagged him in the post.
Because at least if she would have been like, oh, my rendition of this person's piece, that's letting it be known, like, listen, I liked your piece and I remade it.
But it's not a remake. It's from a vendor. So when you order the stuff that you're going to order, you already know ahead of time that piece is from his collection. So me as a black business owner, and say if I'm ordering from a Chinese vendor, I'm not going to order that piece, especially if I'm consciously already aware. It's one thing if you order it and you're not aware, whatever the case may be. Then when I'm made aware of it, whatever is in stock, I either sell it or if I can get a refund. But I'll sell that out
and
I
shout him out, let him know.
And I won't rebuy that piece again because y'all shout out Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing and all those big brands who steal from y'all, even Louis and all them who steal from black creators. But y'all don't want to shout out black people who are stealing from black creators, and that's not okay because if you a thief, you a thief, and that's just period. And you like creativity.
Yeah,
you can't be stealing from people.
Yeah,
I already know how hard the black market is already.
Yep.
So you getting squeezed out by the Koreans, the Vietnamese, the Chinese, everybody. So at least this much market for you, and y'all stealing from each other in this much of market.
Yeah, like the fact that Madam C.J. Walker became a millionaire off a formula that wasn't hers
that's not okay.
Yeah, and that lady either. Yeah. Finding that out, I didn't want to talk about it. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't feel like she deserved the recognition that she gets all the time.
I think a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people agree with that mentality. Like, oh well, you got it stolen from you. That's your problem. You slip in, you got it.
No, no, but that's why people go so hard to get trademarked and stuff like that. Like
HGC Apparel.
Yes. Oh, you was here. HGC Apparel, the owner, she goes so hard to get everything that she do trademark. Whether it's just, it could be the same shirt but just a different color. She got a trademark because she's like, y'all not gonna steal my designs, and that's exactly why.
And why should I not get paid over y'all trying to steal my stuff?
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them who was sending her stuff when I think Rainbow was sending her designs. I sent it to her. Like,
I am a snitch. If I see, especially my favorite black designers, if I see a post and that's not a person like I follow, they on my Explore page, I will tag my design. They Look what they doing. Just to make you aware what's going on, so you know whatever, if you need to watermark your pics or whatever the case may be. Because I just feel like I hate when I see black businesses steal from black creators.
Yep.
So it's just like,
because y'all should know how hard it is.
Right. You should know how, and these people are coming up with their designs from scratch. They're literally sketching out pieces. They're up all night putting fabric pieces together. Like, who are you to go?
Right, not getting it from big vendors.
Yeah, this is not cheap materials they getting from these little vendors. This is, they putting their blood, sweat, and non-sleep into these collections that they drop. Like, are y'all crazy? Being a creator is not easy. You get so much sleepless nights thinking of how you're gonna put this together, and all the ideas are running through your head. I do that all the time with just regular basic clothes. So imagine someone who's creating art from scratch. That's not okay. And maybe because y'all don't see people's visions, or y'all not creators, a lot of y'all don't even care about y'all businesses. Y'all doing it to make money. It's not that you care about fashion or the arts or anything of that nature. You just made a boutique because you felt like that was the quickest way to make money. Cool. But don't steal somebody else's dream. Yeah.
Somebody who actually worked for it.
Yes. Because being a creator and being different is no, it's not easy. The shit is not easy to have something different from everyone else, to be that point where you're different.
Right, to think about things that is different from everything else.
So, y'all need to stop. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. Y'all need to stop.
Goodness. Well, is that all for today, Nia?
I think it is.
I think it is too. Y'all know, we appreciate everybody who tuned in every week, because we did have some people who watch us every single week. Okay?
We so appreciate it. For real.
Like, we appreciate this. Of course, we're going to keep going every
Thursday. Y'all already know.
Nia, see your line, girl.
So, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share, like, comment. You can do that. You can comment.
Like, we want to interact with y'all.
Engage with us. Let us know what's in your head. I ain't even when I am. I'm still gonna be on that.
Exactly.
But no, for real, we love you guys and we appreciate you, and we see y'all next Thursday. Bye.